Getting jacked is extremely easy. It's way less complicated than you think it is, okay? If you're following the certain steps that you need to follow to getting lean, to getting jacked, it's gonna be easy, okay? It's just a lot easier than you think. You need to treat nutrition with the utmost respect because a lot of people go to the gym and they work out 5 days a week, hitting the weights hard, hitting the cardio hard, being in the gym, working hard, but their nutrition is the same as everyone else's. You cannot expect different results doing the same thing as everyone else. When you go to the gym, how many lean people are you going to see there? There's going to be a handful of lean people. And when you go to that gym consistently, you're going to see the same lean people that are there, the same 10 to 5 to 10 lean people. When you go into the grocery store, you're going to look around and see how many lean people are there. There's not going to be very much lean people. When I go to the grocery store, when it was summer and I could wear this into the grocery store, I would look around at people and I say, bro, I'm the only lean person in this grocery store. People don't realize how much their nutrition has a huge play and part in their physique. It is what builds your physique. Literally, when you go in the gym and you work out, you're tearing down muscle. You're not building anything. It's your nutrition that's going to build the muscle. So the nutrition is by far 100% more important than the workouts. Again, the reason why it's more important is because one, it builds your physique. Two, there is such a lack of knowledge on the nutrition that you need to be able to manipulate your body and achieve the certain things that you want to achieve. A lot of people can get in the gym and they can get big, but they can't get lean. Okay? When you look lean, you look better. It's just that simple. I don't know one person on the planet that will look at their body and say, I would rather be not lean than lean. If there's someone out there that thinks different, please let me know in the comments. But 9 times out of 10, the superheroes that are depicted, they're lean. The anime characters that are depicted, they're lean. When you think of a athlete, they're lean. Now, and other athletes like sumo wrestlers, they're not lean. But those athletes are a lot healthier than the average person. And most average people are not healthy. That's the problem. The average person thinks that what they're doing is working, but they also can't understand why it's not working because you're not focusing on your nutrition. You think you need more information, but you actually need to apply the information so that you can learn. If you don't apply to see what works, you won't know what doesn't work, okay? When you learn something new, when you see something that someone's doing and you want to experiment with it, instead of trying to debunk it, just try it. Try it and see if it works. And if it doesn't work, well, you know it doesn't work for you and you'll keep going. But most people don't even apply the rule. They won't even apply the practice long enough to see if they'll get results or not. Going to the gym for 2 weeks is not going to show you any progress. Being on the correct nutrition is not going to you're not going to see results in 3 days or 24 hours. You can see results from nutrition in 2 weeks. I have done it twice this summer where I was the first time and the second time, which was the last time. The first time I ate in a caloric deficit, I dropped a lot of water weight. Only took me a couple days to see results. It took me a couple days to see my water weight drop, and that was enough to say, you know what, I can keep going. I can actually see results. And then there was a point where I got stuck during the 1 month part, 1 month portion, 1 month portion. I got a little stuck. I wasn't understanding why I wasn't seeing the results. Well, it's because there's much more working inside than on the outside. And I waited another month, going on my third month, 4 months, and I was the leanest I've ever been, and I'm still that way today. Then I messed up a little bit. I messed up a little bit, and I got back on track. I got back on track once I noticed I wasn't where I was. When I looked in the mirror and I said, wait, those veins aren't popping no more. That muscle isn't showing anymore. Those striations aren't there anymore. What did I do wrong? I did exactly what I did the first time, but I did it better. I did it with better intention, and within a month and a half, I am right back to where I was 3 months ago. It only took me a month and a half to get back to that because I already knew everything I needed to know to be lean again. It's really simple. This is not something that's complicated. You are making it complicated yourself by not practicing it, by overdoing, overthinking, thinking that you need to know more and learn more. No, You don't need to learn and know more. You need to practice and do. Just do more. That's it. Whenever you work out, stop thinking you need to work out and just hit cardio every single time. Getting lean is much less complicated than you think it is. When you see a guy and he's lean and you say, "Damn, bro's mad lean. He must be doing something crazy." He's actually not. He's doing the simple basics. He's doing the basics every day with discipline and consistency. He's staying consistent with it. And it's quite boring, honestly. Eating the same foods is quite boring. Waking up, eating egg whites and ground beef and having a little bit of cheese. I'll be specific. Waking up in the morning, eating 4 ounces of ground beef with 184 grams of egg whites, 100 calories, 20 grams of protein. And for the ground beef, 140 calories, 24 grams of protein. With 50 calories of cheese, 3 grams of protein. That's boring. And then for meal two, having 150 calories of oatmeal, 5 grams of protein, 1 scoop of protein powder, 120 calories, 24 grams of protein. That's not complex. It's simple meals, simple foods, simple habits, and it's staying consistent with it. Third meal of the day, 8 ounces of ground beef, 4 ounces of rice, 280 calories, 48 grams of protein. Rice, 150 calories, 3 grams of protein. With some barbecue sauce, 35 calories. I know those measurements because it's simple. It's literally that simple. Dinner, 4 ounces of rice, 6 ounces of tilapia. These are not hard habits to learn. And the crazy thing is, we have phones, we have computers. If you don't know something, you can look it up. ChatGPT, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you right now, this is actually like the easiest thing you could do. I do this every day. Every time after I eat something, I go to my phone. I say, ChatGPT, calculate my calories. I tell ChatGPT everything I ate with the calories and measurements that I had for the day. I don't just say I had 8 ounces of ground beef. No, I say I had 8 ounces of ground beef. It was 96.4%. The serving size for the ground beef was 4 ounces. I had 8 ounces. So then I would say I had 8 ounces of this ground beef, 96.4. One serving size is 4 ounces. It's 140 calories for 24 grams of protein. I had 8 ounces. After I'm done telling it everything I just said, I say update your memory to memorize the serving size ounces so that when I tell you again, you'll know the serving size and can converge them together so that if I say I had 6 ounces of tilapia when the serving size is 4, it can do the math for me. I don't even have to do the math anymore to figure out the calculations of the food I'm eating. All I have to do is tell it the serving size, tell it how much I ate, and then it will figure out it will do all the math, putting all the numbers together. And if I'm not 100% sure, then I can do the math myself. You have the technology in your hands. You don't need any more excuses for why you can't get lean or why you can't get jacked. Specifically getting lean, because getting lean is rare. It is more rare in public than not. It's not genetics. It's not luck. It's not favoritism. It's simple discipline. There's a reason why there's not a lot of people lean in the world. Those people are consistent, they're disciplined, and they stay on their regimen. When other people aren't, they stay on. There's 10 billion things in this society that can get you off track of being lean. But in reality, it's simple. And when you find out, when you're on the journey and you get there and you're like, oh shit, Raheem was right. This actually is simple. Like, it's actually a lot less complicated than people think. You just need to start. Don't start on Monday. Don't start next week. You can start today. Don't start January 1st, 2026. Be there before January 1st, 2026. Be there before Thanksgiving comes up next year. Work now so that when Thanksgiving comes next year, you can have your refeed day and you can eat whatever you want. And they say, oh, you eat it like that? Thanksgiving, I thought you was in shape. I thought you was. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I am. Yes, cousin. I am in shape. And for 99% of the time, I am following my regimen and I am on track and I am staying locked in. Because let me tell you something. On the days of your refeed days, let's take Thanksgiving, for example, because most people are going to see this around Thanksgiving or just after Thanksgiving because they're going to be like, oh, I need to lock in. January 1st is coming. When you're locked in 99% of the time, you are not locked in when you're having your refeed days because you've been locked in. Having Thanksgiving the one day out of that week and eating all the food that you want is not you not locked in. That's just a part of the program. It's a part of your regimen. It is a part of your nutrition plan. Notice how I didn't say diet one time this video, because a diet is something that you go off of. We're trying to build longevity, consistency, healthy lives for generations to come. This is more than just you. This is for your kids. This is for you to instill and learn, to teach your family. This is so that people look up to you and people aspire to be you and ask you what you do and you tell them, and then they apply those rules and the same thing trickles off. So when Thanksgiving comes, you're having your refeed day, you set it up to where it's on Thanksgiving specifically, and you're eating all the food that you want because you worked for it and you worked hard for it, and you posted the picture the next day. You post your plate on social media and then you post the picture of you lean in the mirror, and people just hating. People just like, damn, how is he lean, bro? This doesn't make any sense. He's got to be off the roids. He's got to be doing something I don't know about. No, he's doing what you know. You just won't apply it. You just don't have enough discipline to do the same thing. Because on Thanksgiving, I'm gonna eat all the food that I want. And when I post on my Instagram the next morning, me working out, I'm gonna still have abs. I'm gonna still have obliques. I'm gonna still have striations. I'm gonna still be strong. I might even be even a little stronger. The refeed is a part of the plan. Just like the consistent 99% of the time is part of the plan. And getting jacked is easy. Stop overcomplicating it. It's really not hard. I try to tell people all the time what they could do. They don't want to listen. Okay. Next year, when you ask me again, I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told you the year before that. The same thing. You're gonna be, damn, bro, why you keep telling me the same thing? Because that's because nothing changed. The laws of thermodynamics didn't change. So what I'm telling you can't change. The process won't change. You gotta be willing to put in the work, because there's gonna be someone else out there that's gonna put in the work. And you're gonna look at them and you're gonna say, damn, bro, if only I had just stayed locked in November 23rd. If I just started, why did I wait to start? Why didn't I start at that moment? Why didn't I make the choice my next meal? My next meal I had, the next meal I ate, why didn't I just say, hold up, even though I can't track all my calories right now, let's start with the healthier option. Tomorrow when we wake up, we're tracking everything. You're gonna have to track your stuff, bro. You can't just wing it. If you wanna be lean, if you wanna be if you wanna get to 10%, sub 10%, you're gonna have to track your calories. Unless you're just, your job is literally to work out 24/7. That's your job, that's how you get paid. You might be able to finagle it, but I mean, I don't know why you'd wanna do something without knowing exactly what you're doing. I mean, it's not trackable to just live. And I mean, there are people that are lean in that they just kind of live in life without tracking anything. They're just extremely mindful, but like, I'd rather be more mindful and know exactly what I'm doing. You got to change your life. You got to start today. You need to start right now. And you don't need to start tomorrow, not next week, not next year. There's going to be the same people coming back to the same videos, learning the same stuff they already know, getting motivation, getting that temporary motivation, thinking that the next video and the next video and the next video might give them something to finally help them achieve what they want to achieve. It starts with you applying the work. Apply the work. Fail. Get comfortable with failing, because that's the only way you're going to get better. You know how many times I had to restart this video? I restarted this video at least 3 to 4 times because I just couldn't lock in. I could have got up and walked away and been like, you know what, bro, I'm done, bro. I'll try again tomorrow. But no, I sat down and I stayed here and I said, you know what? I'm gonna figure out the message that I want to give and I'm gonna portray it to the best of my abilities. I'm the same as you. We both have the same potential. The image that you have, that's your model in your head, that's you. That's you. You just gotta put it in practice. The difference between me and the other person is consistency. It's discipline. It's not motivation. Take what you hear and apply it. That's all I do my whole life. I take what I hear and I apply. If it don't work, it don't work. If I want it to work, I'll find a way for it to work. But that's going to be the end of this video. If you have any questions on how to get lean, how to get shredded before 2026, because it's possible. It's possible. Hit me up on Instagram at I am Raheem Denny. DM me. I'll answer your questions. Free consultations. I'm doing this for free right now. Anyway, peace.